Hello everybody, I am Khushbu Rawley from US Impact, and today we have with us Angela Graham West. She's standing for City Council Place 3 from District 3. She was awarded PhD in Education from Kansas State University and received a gubernatorial appointment to the Board of Trustees of Florida Atlantic University. She served on board of 1 year and is now member of Foundation Board at Kansas State University. In addition to her career in finance, she is married to, of course, very influential person, Allen West, of the Republican Party chair of Texas. They have two daughters, Aubrey and Austin. Both are, one of them is really good artist, as I know now. And Dr. West has served in numerous volunteer roles, mentoring young women in high school, and is patron of arts, and herself also paints. You've done so much, and now you want to get into this service and serving for the city. How did you think of getting into this? You have been married to Allen West since years, and he has been involved so much. Now, what do you see in this city that you feel like you have to step in and change, and what do you want to bring in future, and how do you want to see this?
Well, I think that especially District 3, it is a beautiful district, and I think that there are so many possibilities that we can actually work with. We run very much along the shores of Lake Ray Hubbard, and so I think that in some of the areas we have not developed things the way that we can do so. For example, this Eastern Hills Country Club. I just see a wealth of possibilities going on here. The most important thing is that we utilize the natural resources that we have in order to capitalize on the area and make Garland beautiful, enticing to future residents and visitors, and also a place of destination.
So this, as you mentioned, is an old golf course.
Yes.
What would be an ideal development over here, and that would help the city according to you, and what's going on? Would you like to?
Right now, it has been sold to a company called My Possibilities, and from my understanding, they do have a facility in Plano that is not particularly well utilized. Now, my vision for this would be to make it into a multi-use type of business facility with perhaps estate homes and perhaps large condos. This is such a beautiful property, and I cannot imagine that it would remain this fallow in this manner for so long. So I would take a look at that. In addition to that, there are other parks and areas in this district that are so underutilized, and I just feel as though we could do so much better.
It is a beautiful area of land, and if developed right with all the kind of amenities that you're talking about, mix and match facilities, sports places, restaurants, and of course it will become much more lively and make Garland more attractive.
Not only lively, I mean, think about the house values here, the home values, and the ability to attract the right type of businesses. I'm not talking about big box stores. I'm talking about more mom and pops, somewhat village type of development.
Having the character of the place intact.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. And we also know that you are a strong supporter of public safety.
I think that if you defund the police or if you take away money from public safety, what you end up doing is you make the most vulnerable in our society more vulnerable. Take, for example, the elderly, the poor. All of these people will not be able to afford private protection. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that our police, our first responders, and all of those, they're well funded and well supported.
And a strong education environment is another thing that you are highly vouching for. So what are your plans on that?
Well, absolutely. We have to attract good teachers. We have to build our schools. We have to build magnet programs here. And we have to even attract private schools. Both of my daughters have, they're in their middle 20s, but they have 6 degrees between them, and they're still continuing to work. So, one is both of them are in the medical field actually now. So what I'm looking at is I support children, and I support the way that in order to build on our future in America, we have to make sure that their future is intact.
Absolutely. And Garland has much potential. Like, it has so much land still to be used in some way, shape, or form. Can be zoned, in multiple ways. What is your vision on economic development? How to attract businesses overall? As you already mentioned, you are definitely would want small mom and pop shops to thrive, which is very important for any city to have its own character and support the small businesses. And would you have anything laid out for the big businesses?
Yes, I would like to attract bigger businesses, perhaps law firms, CPA firms, different types of businesses here. And I think that the thriving, we can get the real estate business here thriving in a great deal. What I'm considering is actually also development along the Broadway area, and perhaps changing over the character in that particular area. Right now we have a plethora of garages, pawn shops, and fast foods. Perhaps we can look at restaurants and town squares and things like that. So yes, I do have a little bit more lofty view of the particular area, but I would like to see that. And I do think that we have the potential for that to happen.
First thing to make anything happen is to have a view, which you have.
Yes,
so
I do have a vision.
That's perfect.
Absolutely.
And then proper use of budget.
Well, I want to make sure that the budget is, my degree is in finance, my degrees are in finance, and that is my area of expertise. I want to make sure that the budget is being utilized in the best way possible and without any waste or redundant types of activities. So what I would like to do is I'd like to delve in further into the budget and make sure that we are making the best use of our monies.
So since you already have such an extensive experience in finance, you have been helping big brands like NFL and all, but you kind of being a woman, what kind of support would you you think envision providing to the women who are in distress and who want to be independent financially?
Okay, well, one of the things that I do is I work with women extensively. I have a number of women who, and I can't get too detailed about this, but a number of my clients are widows or women who have exited very bad situations. What I do is I help them to manage their money, and I help them to, in fact, I have noticed that even a number of women they don't have their own credit, they don't have their own bank accounts, they don't have, and if their husbands leave or pass away, they have no way to get any credit. So that's what I have been doing with women. And one of the things that I will do in the Garland area is encourage women to get small businesses and get small business loans and get involved in the local community, regardless of whether they plan on doing retail or construction or what have you. It is very important to me that women do march ahead. And in fact, I forgot her title, but I stopped by one of the construction areas over by the water's edge in District 3, and the project manager was very proudly a woman. So I love to see these types of involvement.
So thank you so much for your time. From arts to public safety to economy to having the right kind of area and development in the city, I think you're bringing a lot along with your vision to the city. Thank you for that. And would you like to say some final words to our audience?
Well, I'd like to say that please vote for me. My early voting starts on April 19th, and the voting day is May the 1st. So please don't miss that opportunity. I look forward to working with you. My doors are always open. Thank you.